Dr. Ed Montgomery.
The Shift.
What's coming? What's coming? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Hello, caller, you're live. What's on your mind?
Dr. Ed Montgomery.
The Shift. The Shift.
Are you ready to shift your mind? Are you ready to shift your consciousness? Yes, we are here in this seat and we are talking to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live right here on The Shift with Dr. Ed Montgomery. I am your host, Ed Montgomery. And thank you so much for being who you are, because you are the ones who keep this thing moving and keep it rolling every single Monday. Oh, it is March 17th, 2025. So the months and the days just keep on rolling. And of course, I have with me the person at my side, actually both sides. If I lean to one side, she's there. If I lean to the other side, she's there. Donna Franklin, how are you?
She's going to always be there.
I appreciate that.
Me too.
What did you do this weekend? What did you do?
It was a beautiful weekend.
They had sunshine? I don't remember.
Yes,
I was inside.
It was absolutely just gorgeous all weekend. And, you know, we were out at Discovery Green yesterday.
Right. Okay.
Which was absolutely beautiful.
It was, wasn't it?
You want me to say something else? I'm not going to say it.
What about what?
Oh, what else I did? I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
No,
See, that's not fair to our audience.
Okay.
Does this have to do with someone next to you, or
Next to me?
like a boyfriend?
I have a friend.
I shouldn't say boyfriend.
No, because we're not there yet. But he's so cool though.
He's cool. You like him?
Oh yeah, he's really cool. Yeah.
What is a boyfriend? What is a boyfriend?
You know,
Or a girlfriend. A
you
boyfriend
know
or a
what,
girlfriend.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
What is a boyfriend or girlfriend? What does that mean?
I don't know, because it's been a long time since that has been in my vocabulary. I don't know what it is.
So what is it? You
Because
call him
things
a
have
man
changed.
friend or a woman friend? You don't say, I
That's
have
my
a
friend.
woman friend.
No, I
you
just say
my
that's
friend, right?
My friend, yes.
What level of friend? A friend, a good friend, or a close friend?
Close.
Close friend.
Dr. Ed, you got me over here blushing. Stop making me blush.
Yeah, okay, there's friend, there's good friend, and there's close friend. Now I've
Well,
said
what's the close? What's the? What, I don't understand.
A friend is just a friend.
Friend, right?
You
This
know,
is more than
they used to have a saying called, "A friend is not a fellow who is taken in by sham. A friend is one who knows our faults and doesn't give a care."
Okay.
That's a friend.
Right.
That's just a good friend. No, that's just a friend. A
Right.
good friend is someone who will keep your secrets, keep their mouth shut, and won't say anything even though they know stuff.
Mm-hmm.
A close friend
Okay.
knows your secrets. They know what's going on in your life.
Yeah.
They keep their mouth shut. They know where the mole is on the back of your ear.
No, he's not that close yet.
Oh, he's not that close yet?
Not that close yet. But close.
Well,
but
the
not
back-
that close.
He's not that close. Well, the back of the ear is all right, but you understand where I'm
I
coming
do.
from. Okay.
Yes.
We are on public radio, so I have to be careful what I say.
Okay.
So, but close friend, that's what close friend means.
Right.
That they know where things are. Everything is.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, but that on your shoulder here.
No, yeah.
I wouldn't ask you that anyway on public
No, I
radio.
thought you was going to ask the other thing.
What other thing?
Don't worry about it. We'll talk on the break.
Goodness gracious. See, that's what that drives listeners crazy.
Oh,
They
I
don't
know.
want to hear that.
But you have to understand. But Dr. Ed knows I'm
Yes.
very shy. So, you know, I just
Yes, she is very shy. She is very shy. I should be shy also. But love, I love talking about, because I want to know the difference. What is a boyfriend or what is a
I
girlfriend?
don't know what that is. Somebody knows.
And then I've also had problems with the aspect of dating when people says, "Oh, we're dating."
What is that?
What does that mean?
I know, right?
What does dating mean? And when does dating mean we go out and eat? That's okay. To me, in my age concept, dating means we go out and get something to eat. Or we go bowl or something. Or
let's go back to, because we're in that same age group.
okay.
So let's go back to back in the day where you quote unquote, you were dating, and then you and that person kiss. Back in the day, when you kissed that person, that means y'all was together.
Okay, you've crossed over from friend to good friend.
Yeah.
You crossed over from friend to boyfriend.
Yeah.
Or girlfriend.
And when we discover
When
what
you
that
kiss,
means.
yeah. When you got that first
when you
kiss.
do that you
that took you from friend to girlfriend to boyfriend.
Then there's a
That's my
difference
point,
between
right?
a kiss and a peck, though.
What's the difference between a kiss and a peck?
Well,
What's a peck? Okay.
it's just a peck.
The peck is like, what is it?
Yep, that's a peck.
That's
Yep,
a peck.
That's a peck.
Or is it a long peck? It's
No, there's no.
That's not a peck.
There's no long pecks.
Now, wait.
They sit up there going, "What are they talking about?"
I
know,
think
right?
a long. I think you said there's a long peck. I don't. Peck is peck. Okay, a peck is a peck. I think it's when folk. Okay, the peck is your lips are closed, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. The peck is when the face is facing the face of the other person. And you nose to nose, eyeball to eyeballs, and you kiss. That's peck. But when the head turns.
I don't know nothing about it. It's been some light years.
When the head slightly turns and the lips slightly parch, now we getting beyond the peck.
Yeah.
And we getting into the boyfriend-girlfriend kiss territory, right?
That's what that is. Back in the day.
Away from friend to good friend territory,
But
right?
see, when we were growing up, that's what happened. If you did that, then you was together.
Y'all was going together.
Right.
Or they go together.
Right.
And that's when if you're the guy, that's when she's a little bit close up under your arm. And they say, oh, look at them. They're going together. Look at them. Because she's a little bit closer up under him than she was.
Now, let me ask you this. I think when we were coming up, I think it was easier to date and get a quote unquote girlfriend, boyfriend.
What do you mean easier?
Today's world is very hard.
Okay, what do you think the difference is? I mean,
because we lost track of so much with this social media. We've lost track of so much.
but I think it's easier to get somebody in your life now.
No, it's not.
Why not?
Why do you think I've been single all these years?
Yeah, but back then, when you hooked up with a girl or a boy, you knew you was hooking up with a girl or a boy. I mean,
I'm not gonna tell you.
no. See, now don't take that the wrong way. Do not take that the wrong way. That's not what I said. See, online it's easier. It's faster now, right?
Very superficial.
Well, that's the point. That's what people were
Very
looking
superficial.
for. Was superficial back then too. They just
No, not like they are now. Not like they are now. Nope.
I had somebody ask me a question. One of the questions they asked me, they said, "What kind of person are you?" I said, "What do you mean? What kind of person am I?"
See, really?
Are you what do they call it? Are you into casual relationships? Okay. I'm kind of throwing my eyeballs up to the air
back
because
in
I'm
the
trying to
day-
remember are you into casual relationships? And they said it's things about casual sex. I said,
See what I'm saying? Back in the day, they wouldn't have asked you that question.
Oh,
That's my point.
right. Because somebody once asked me that question, and I said, "You don't want to know what I said."
You know what?
You don't want to hear what I
I
told
kind
them.
of know you, so I'm sure you gave
What?
it to him. Okay, well.
No, they said, are you into casual relationships or casual sex? I said, what do you mean? Why would you ask me that question? See, that's not my generational question.
Mine either.
And so
Well, but it has to be. If you put yourself out there now, you have to put all of your cards on the table.
Yeah, but I'm not putting myself out there like that.
No, me neither.
Not that,
'Cause
to give you the opinion, that I'm into casual relationships or
Right.
casual sex. First
No.
of all, there's nothing casual about my relationship or my sex either. Anyway, ain't nothing casual about it. However, this is how people think.
I know. I just wish things could get back to the way it used to be. This is
Yeah, but don't think folk didn't have girlfriends, boyfriends, friend, good friend, and close friend categories back then either.
They did. They
People
did.
act like, well, we're in a sexual revolution. You were in a sexual revolution back in them 60s.
They did have that
And
back
them
in the
70s.
60s. Yes, they did.
Donna,
Yes.
do you remember the shortness of the skirts back then?
Yes.
Them
I
shirts
had
were not
look.
long.
I had
They had
some.
maxis, yes, but they went from maxis to mini. You either wore a maxi,
Maxi or
a mini. You didn't
That's
wear
right.
nothing in between.
No, you didn't.
And when you had a mini on, these minis were sometimes the uniforms of the Catholic schoolgirls.
That would be me because I was a Catholic.
You was
school.
Catholic?
Yes, sir.
Why were those dresses so short back then?
Because you didn't walk out the house with your dress that short.
Yes, you did. Your mama knew your Catholic, that little plaid Catholic dress was like that.
No. Well, I'm here. Oh, I can say this now because I'm good and grown. But what happened was because we grew up where we had to walk to the Catholic school.
Okay, yeah.
And the public school was just right over the railroad tracks,
Okay,
right?
right. All right.
So we would walk out the house with our uniform skirt down to our knees, right?
Yeah. The
Then
top of the knees.
Yes.
Okay.
Then we get around the corner and roll your skirt up. You wouldn't know the difference. You thought they was all short. No,
Oh, that was the trick to
That
the
was
guys.
the
That's why we
trick.
thought.
That
That's
was the
why we
trick.
thought those dresses were short.
That's right. That was the trick.
We were tricked.
Yes. Yes, you were tricked. You were bamboozled.
We were run amok.
Okay.
So I said, why did they let that happen back in them schools that day?
They didn't let it happen.
They didn't let it happen.
It just happened.
That's why those teachers, you would hear them say, pull that skirt down.
That's right.
That didn't mean pull it down because they had it up high. That means unroll it.
Right.
Lord have mercy. I have just learned something at this age.
That was the Catholic girls. The Catholic girls.
Now, so when do you peck? Do you peck on the first date?
I
Well, I know
can't say.
nowadays it doesn't matter. There's other things you do on the first date. But back then you pecked on the first date, right?
I don't know because I haven't dated in some light years.
You don't remember?
No.
You don't remember when you were a teenager?
No. Oh, when I was a teenager?
Well, of course, that's
Oh, that was different.
16, 17,
oh,
18.
Okay, let's go back when I was a
Because when
teenager.
you were 16, they girls were, you had to understand. Back then they said, well, they were a little bit more chaste. And
That's right.
no, I don't think so.
I wasn't playing.
Okay, do you know what songs was on the radio?
Yeah, I found love on a two-way street. The Moments, the Delphonics, the Dramatics, the Montclairs. Do I
Listen to
need
that.
to keep going?
The songs was The Funky Dog. I mean, there was a dance. Wasn't the dance called A Dog?
Yes. Sure was.
I remember them watching them do the dog. I remember watching them moves. So don't tell me they were so chaste and, and these were my friends, church girls,
Okay.
and they could dance.
Well, you know what they used to say about church girls. I'm not going to say
Don't
it.
you say that
I'm
about
not
the
going to
church
say
girls.
it. I'm not going to say it.
We got in that. Remember, we got in that subject
gonna
once
say
before.
it. Yes.
Well, the church girls turned into church women, so they life
I
changes.
wasn't a church girl because I grew up Catholic, so I
That's a
wouldn't
church
know.
girl.
No, I wasn't.
No, Catholic girl is a church girl. Yes, you are. You're under those nuns. That's a church girl.
you're under those nuns if you go to a Catholic school.
Well, that's what you were. You were Catholic.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you still, things are still the way they are. But I'm back to the peck again. After the peck, what's the next kiss? After the peck comes the what?
I don't know.
The first.
I told you, Dr. Ed, I'm not,
You're not a girl of the world.
No.
In other words, you don't. Why am I talking to you here today? You're not helping at all. 713-313-4354. I think I'm gonna talk to the radio audience. 713-313-4354. And I may not talk to the guys. I may just talk to the women who understand what I'm talking about. After the peck, I want to know what comes after the peck, then the kiss. What's the kiss after the peck?
I don't know. She don't know.
Now, here's what's going on. You're saying, aren't you supposed to be talking about something with substance? The world is on fire.
It is.
Folk is going to hell.
Yep.
Yes, I know the world is on fire, and I know they're trying to go to hell in Washington and everything else. I know what Chuck Schumer did. But you have to understand something, too. After a while, I'm sitting here looking at all of this that's happening, and you don't want to know what's on my mind, because what's on my mind right now, well, see, I'm not Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I don't even consider myself an independent. An independent also can become somebody who has half of one group and half of the other group. I like to vote issues. I like to vote and see what's best for me. If there is a party over there that if I knock on their door and they put out the sign that say closed, don't even attempt, then I don't want to deal with that party. That's the party that seems to be in place right now. But if at least there's another party and I knock on that door and they say, well, we open, come on in, let's talk. Now, they may not intend to do anything for me, but at least they're talking to me. And at least I can push a little bit and get them to say, well, maybe we can do some of that. That works. Those are the parties you're dealing with, your Republicans or your Democrats. Then you had those, and then I'm also still asking the same question about America, that America actually believed that the price of eggs was going to come down.
Yeah, they did.
Donna, I don't believe that.
They did. Just like, yeah.
They voted. They say they voted for somebody because they believe that the price of eggs is too high and it's going to come down.
Absolutely.
That groceries are too high and he's going to bring the groceries down because he's going to bring the economy down. You're telling me that people voted because of that?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
maybe
indeed.
some. I believe it's cosmopolitan. I believe that there's several different. I think some people voted because they believed in the egg price. I believe there's some people who voted because they do not want I shouldn't say composite, they do not want a multicultural country.
It's too late for that.
Well, I mean, look-wise. I mean, as far as when you look at America and look at the people, I'm talking about running the country. They don't want multicultural people running the country. Mm-hmm. And if they can push that back, at least... You're right, it's too late, but at least if they can stall it for a while and put more laws in to make it more apartheid looking, you see, to where they can control these vast number of people who are coming into power as they grow up and become older. I think that's one of the things they would like to do. But you can't make me believe that these people were so into the price of eggs, that's why they voted for a man who never really, he lied about so many things, and they believed that. Mm-hmm. Why? Did they actually think that the government was so off track? Mm-hmm. I don't believe that would make America... Okay, that would make it seem as if America was not even paying attention to what was going on. So, that's the reason I'm talking about how do we kiss? Do we kiss straight or do we kiss with a slanted head? And what kiss is that? I think that's why I'm talking about that, because it gets on my nerves sometimes when we get on here and we realize that the situation we're in is because people just didn't get up off that couch and vote.
Yeah.
And then when they did go vote, they didn't vote right. And when they didn't, somebody says, well, how dare you have, and that's your opinion that they didn't vote right. Well, something happened. So I'm saying, hey, maybe I, just want to go on a date. But then what is dating? What is expected? What does a woman expect on a date, by the way, Donna? That first date.
I don't know. I haven't been on one. I don't know.
That's not what you tell me when we offline.
What if he's listening right now? Interesting.
If who's listening?
I'm not saying his name. You're trying to get me to say his name.
The special person?
Yeah, him.
Now, all of our activists think we're absolutely nuts today.
I know.
So, huh?
I know they do. They're like, what in the world?
Yeah.
I know, right? Because you know what? Because of everything that is so just like wacky and whacked, you have to just get away from it. Which I'm going to start a new political party. I haven't come up with a new name for it yet. But I'm kind of through with all those, all of them. I'm just so done with all of them.
I was at the funeral Saturday of.
You did go?
Yes, of our former mayor
Sylvester Turner.
And Congressman Sylvester Turner, and just listening to his life and just watching things that were accomplished and what he did. And I sat out there and they handled it very well. I couldn't believe that the funeral lasted only an hour and a half.
That's what I heard.
It was less than an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, wow, those are my kind. I do that. Well, what you have to do is stop a lot of folk from just talking. And, and they have to stick to their time and stick to their minutes and what they do, which is, just protocol. And I was looking out and I was thinking, all of these Congress people that are here, Senate, people from the Senate that are here, politicians, and I'm saying, are there any names out here in the city, even the city of Houston or other cities, people who would be good politicians who are ready to make a change in society itself? Everybody talks a good game until maybe they get into Washington.
And then things change.
And we've got some good people who are politicians. One thing I learned about I had to learn about politicians is they may say one thing today and say another thing next week.
Yep.
That seems to be part of the protocol. May not want to, but things shift and things change. I mean, the Supreme Court helped put that money, put corporate money into politics. So if somebody wagging a check over here at you and saying, hey, I need you to say this, it's going to be kind of hard. Yeah. To not take care of your family for the future and things of that sort. And I understand it. But I said it's going to require some people. And I don't think you can do it from the inside. Politicians, I believe, are I'm not going to say what I believe they are to do. They define themselves. But standing up and just speaking right out and saying, hey, we ain't taking this no more. But then when they do it, where's the power behind them? So I finally came to one conclusion. The Republicans have a God and Democrats don't have one.
Give a phone call.
I'm going to say that again. Republicans seem to have a God. The Republicans seem to have a God, but Democrats don't seem to have a God. Now, what I mean by that, we can always get into a discussion anyway. But I got a phone call anyway that may take me off of this political carousel I'm in. So, hello, caller, you're live on the shift with Dr. Ed Montgomery. What's your first name and what's on your mind?
Henry.
Hello, Henry.
Hey, Doctor.
Are you listening to this mishmash of a show today?
Yes, sir. I'm always listening to you.
Yeah, it's a mix-up today. We got a omelet here today. So what's on your mind?
Dr. Ed.
Yes, sir.
Schumer saved. He saved the republic. He saved our democracy.
You think he did?
Yes, sir. He did.
Tell me how.
He's one of those wily old coyotes. In these games they playing, he sees straight through it. See, his imagination is with a spirit. He don't look at what you're saying or what you look at what you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So they wanted him. The idea is totally to wreck this government. That's the idea.
But shouldn't he have voted? Shouldn't he and maybe the other Democrats should have voted to shut it down?
No, absolutely not. Because these people are going to still get their checks. So you got at least half a year to save you a few bucks before they shut this country down. That's their whole goal is to shut this country down.
Now,
So
you know what, Henry? There's an agreement here between you and I, because it certainly looks like it, that the goal is to burn it down, shut it down, close it down so they can build whatever their Christian nationalist country that they want to build, I guess.
Dr. Ed, the world was told, all the sheeps, he said, vote for me and I'm going to take care of y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So they voted for him and he taken care of. Welcome to Project 2020, 2025.
Yeah.
So this 2025 project, he gave, it's just like the guy who was running for vice president said, if a coach brings playbook to the stadium and he's been studying all this time, he plan to use it, and that's just what they're doing. They using the playbook. They showed us and told us this is it's written down. So I mean, that's what's happening to us. But Schumer's a smart guy. He didn't shut this country down. Yeah, I figure these people got about 6 or 7 months to save them some money and prepare for the worst.
All right, Henry.
Because that's the direction it seems like we're going in.
I reluctantly am kind of leaning toward your shoulder on this one. So thank you for the call.
Doc, let me get this in my mind. Obama. Now, they said Obama didn't do nothing for us. What did he do? They didn't let him do nothing. They broke the world Guinness Book of World Records when they vetoed everything he said.
Well, they gave us what he gave us was 12 years to be able to do what we needed to do to get ready for what they were going to do anyway.
Yes,
so he
sir.
just delayed it.
So Schumer's a smart guy. He's a wily old coyote.
Well, we gonna see whoever
y'all
agrees with you. So
yes, sir. Y'all got about 7 months to save you some money.
Okay, thank you, Henry. Appreciate the call. Hello, call you live on the air with Ed Montgomery. What's on your mind? What do you want to talk about?
Hey, good morning, Dr. Ed.
Good morning.
Donna.
Afternoon. Yes, sir.
This is Damon. I just wanted to touch
Damon.
on what Donna said about how hard it is to do with the dating thing. I gotta agree with her, even though I have a woman right now. I gotta agree with her because
be careful now, Damon. Okay.
I have a woman now, but back in the day, it used to be easy to just meet somebody. Or you used to have an old school way of hooking somebody up. A friend introduce a friend to somebody.
But don't they still have that, Damon? Don't they still do that, Damon? Don't they still do that? Your friends?
Yeah, but to a certain degree, but that social media thing, to me, is fake and false.
Okay, all right.
People present themselves to be what they are not when they get on that social media.
Okay.
The dating now.
That's what I believe. It's not that you're not the same person. You somebody else. You're portraying somebody else.
Is that what they call catfishing? That's what they call catfish, right?
They call that when it's sending your representative. Well, yeah. It's
They
not.
call that being phony.
Yeah, that too. That too.
Okay. All right.
But congratulations to you because he's out of the
He's out of the game,
He's
yeah.
out of this pool of mess.
Yeah, he's out of it.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, Damon. Thank you so much for your call. Appreciate it. All right.
So I'm gonna read these text messages and then we're gonna go to
Okay.
Karen.
Who?
Karen.
Karen. Okay.
Karen.
What'd
Dr.
it say?
Ed said, "Where's his pie?" Okay. She said it's harder now because everybody is looking for something other than a good relationship. That's true.
What are they looking? They're just looking for pie.
Baby.
They're just looking for pie.
And my girl Tremaine, thank you so much for listening, Tremaine. She said, "Thank you for making me laugh this morning. Y'all on the radio playing, talking about the church girls and the pics and the kisses. And what's next? We were different, so he's going to have to ask some worldly woman what
Wait a
comes
minute.
after that because we didn't get our first peck until probably high school."
I'm gonna have to ask the worldly women.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, actually, here's the deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Catholic girls was on lockdown. Look, they had us so scared of everything.
Okay. Now I have to admit,
Yeah.
I was one of the guys
You was one of them?
that knew about the Catholic girls. But anyway, I mean, we love to watch them walk home from school with their little books in their arms.
Okay. The
Anyway.
Catholic girls, because they were considered smart.
Yeah, they held their books a
Yes.
certain way.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, they had their little sweaters on and their little.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
got somebody on the line.
Yes, we do.
Hello, caller. You live on the shift with Ed Montgomery. What's on your mind?
Yes, good morning. How you doing?
Doing excellent. What's on your mind?
Oh, yeah, well, I was just sitting there listening to your talk show, and which is very interesting, especially when you deal with Donald Trump. I'm not a Donald Trump supporter,
Yeah.
but I'm going to tell you something. Some of the things that Donald Trump is doing, I agree with it, such as all this gay rights stuff. For the longest, the Democrats, they have taken us for granted over the years, and I am a Democrat myself. But
Taking
Democrats,
us for granted. Taking
I
who
mean-
for granted? For who? What you mean,
Well, when I say take for granted, they get in office and they say one thing, they do another. And Donald Trump is doing the same thing.
Oh, okay.
But the Democrats, they're in a mode now. They're in a rebuild mode.
Mm-hmm.
They should have started rebuilding a long time ago instead of waiting until this clown get in office, Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like I was saying earlier, I agree with some of the things that Donald Trump is doing. Probably 60% of the stuff I don't agree with. But we need a remake of this whole darn world because they have taken everything for granted. The immigration stuff, the borders. When Donald Trump got in office, Donald Trump shut that crap down. He's shutting it down.
Well,
This should
you
have
do
been
know
done a long
that.
time ago, sir.
Well, you do know that President Obama actually did more
I know he worked on
deportation. He did more deportation than Donald Trump. And Biden, they did have that border shut down. They had it shut down. But Donald Trump, they had more promotion. They had more media on that thing working. So,
Okay.
But I understand what you're
it-
saying. But I do agree with you in one area. And that is this country needs a remake. It needs to be. It's so much stuff that has gone crazy with this country. It does need a remake. I agree with you on that.
Everything is taking us for granted. And then my last little thought is,
Yeah.
until somebody go and challenge this Donald Trump is nothing but a bully.
Yeah.
He's a big bully. He told his cabinet, if y'all don't agree with everything I say, I'm going to kick you out.
Mm-hmm.
Really? And so what's going to happen, one of these world leaders, some of these other countries, they don't want to go and challenge him on a lot of these issues, and then you're gonna see what World
Okay.
War IV, whatever it is.
I thought you was going. You said
mean,
WW.
yeah,
I thought
that's
you were
what
going
we
to
need.
say. I thought you was going to say worldwide wrestling. But I got you. I got you. Listen, you got
Okay.
some good points today. I appreciate them.
Oh, okay, thank you.
All righty. Bye bye. Pump me up a little bit. I can't hear myself a little bit more.
How's that?
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit better. And then when you look at what's going on with this particular party who's in power, you have to ask yourself the question, while they're doing something over here on the right hand, what are they doing on the left hand? And you ask yourself the question, keep your eye on what they're doing. Not always just what they're saying, but keep your eye on what they're doing. But I think that had Democrats been in office from the presidency all the way down, I think we would have been able to delay some of the things that were going on. But I think America was on a trajectory that it was going to be pretty difficult to bring some of this stuff back in line with what it should be.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to deal with where we are right now, because there are folk out there don't care. They want that money. They squeezing that toothpaste out that tube while we sitting over here fussing about, what were they talking about? All the other rights and things of that sort. They got people mad. They got people in church mad at gay people, and they dealt with the transsexuals, which is such a very low percent of of people who are in America. So they got everybody. Then they were talking about Gaza. You don't hear anything about that now.
Nope.
None. You don't hear it.
Nothing.
The media's not saying anything.
Nope.
You ask yourself the question.
Why?
Why? 713-313-4354. But I'm still stuck on that kiss. See, when you turn your head. What kind of kiss is that? That's not a peck. That's not a peck position, I don't think. Peck position is straight when you slant your head.
I just want to know this question.
What?
When you haven't kissed in a long time, do you still know how to kiss? And you talking about the different how your head moves. I don't know anything about it. I know everybody sitting up there going, is she really saying all that? I really am.
You got to go on YouTube. Okay. Now, don't listen to them too much. But what you got to do is you got to go. You got to find kissing experts. You have to learn to practice.
That's what
you have to practice kissing, Donna.
That's what I'm going to have to do.
You know what you do, don't you?
No.
Okay, go get some fruit.
Oh, okay.
And you practice.
Okay. We have to take a break?
I know when people are wondering, what pieces of fruit do you practice on? Don't go away. I will be back. Hit me up on Ed Montgomery 1. Ed Montgomery on YouTube. I just dropped a new video. I do sessions now. I don't call them sermons or anything like that. They're sessions. And pick up my latest one. I'm actually breaking down faith intent, how the thought behind the powers of manifestation, things of that sort. If you're interested in things of that sort, hit me up, Ed Montgomery 1, Ed Montgomery on all platforms. Just type in the name and Instagram. Yeah, do that. All right. I'll be back.
The Shift with Ed Montgomery will be right back on The Choice 90.9 KTSU, your community station.
Roberta Flack, and not just singer, but singer-songwriter extraordinaire. And she, Don, she was a master of what they would call staying in the pocket singer. You didn't hear a bunch of riffs and, vocal gymnastics. She would stay right in that pocket. What was that song she did? I felt the earth move in my hands and da-da-da-da-da-da. What is that?
Oh, my goodness. Wait a minute.
Da-da. I don't want to, I'll never sing against Roberta Flack. Da-da-da-da-da.
Wait a minute.
Da 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 da. The first time ever I saw your face. There it is. I knew I was going to hit it. And I think there is a 20-minute version of that song.
Oh, I believe it.
A 20-minute version. And Isaac Hayes used to do 20-minute versions of songs.
Oh, you know, I
think
love me some
Barry
Isaac
White
Hayes.
used to do them. Some of you guys don't know what a 20 minutes. You get bored of the song, go past 2 minutes
But
and 30
you don't
seconds.
get bored.
Well, the song was not made for you to get bored.
Right.
The song was designed for you to practice on a piece of fruit. I'm going back to what I promised the listeners. If you want to learn how to kiss, if you don't know how to kiss, you have to practice on a piece of fruit. Now, somebody may ask, what piece of fruit? It's according to what kiss. You have to go in levels.
Karen is on a roll.
What did Karen say?
A peck is side to side.
Oh, Karen thinks a peck is side to side. Okay.
The real kiss is face to face.
Okay.
And arms in arms.
Arms in arms, okay.
Real kisses are also measured by the one that made you feel some kind of way.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. What else did Karen say?
I ain't gonna say that. I can't.
Karen got more?
No, remember we was talking about
We're
the
public
fruit.
broadcast. We can't say the fruit. We can't.
Yeah, because when
you
you
know
say
what?
the fruit, your mind goes there, and that's
Okay.
That's
Okay, let me clear this up because I don't want any misunderstandings. When I say practice on a piece of fruit, I'm talking about like kissing an orange. Mm-hmm. You know, just take an orange. Mm-hmm. And you practice kissing the orange. Mm-hmm. You can practice kissing an apple. I would. Apples are harder. That you have to go up to certain levels. That probably might be a level 7 fruit. Level 1 fruit might begin with an orange, and because it has a tougher peel to it. And if you see kids we take an orange and we bite into and pull it and then we peel it. It's that simple the way that is. And so you can peel that with your teeth and peel the orange. It's much easier. It's not hard to practice on, and the juice is right up in there. And then you go on up to levels. You can practice on a peach, then you can practice on a plum, then you can learn to practice on a grape. I'm not going to tell you the fruit that Karen told us.
I ain't gonna say nothing either, but
I'm not
all
going
of
to
a sudden you got all these text messages, and I'm going to read
What
them
other
to you.
techniques? What, they got techniques?
It's a lot of text messages.
What they say? I'm nosy.
Here we
What
go.
is it?
Remember we talked about Gaza?
Uh-huh.
Food has not been allowed into Gaza for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Horrific. Netanyahu has replaced most of his cabinet. Putin hammering Ukraine while considering, quote unquote, ceasefire offer. Nations approached about giving us eggs can't because of fragility. Now,
You see what happens what happens in your government, and when it comes from the top, what happens with the rest of the world? Things start just falling apart there.
And they said the song you were looking for was First Time Ever I Saw Your Face.
Right, thank you.
And he says, I know the song because that has been my experience twice in my life. I said, aren't you blessed to have experienced that twice in your life? That's a beautiful thing.
Oh, yeah, it is.
And somebody said, a juicy peach. Okay.
Yeah, I would agree with a juicy peach. A Georgia peach. I got Texas peaches, too. I think they grow peaches in Texas. Now, if you can peel a grape and practice kissing with a grape, that's a whole other world right there. That's how you
grape?
Yes, a grape. It's small.
It is.
And you don't, you learn to reserve certain things. You don't want to scare a woman away. Because, you go in there, with the lips going all over the place and everything. You scare a woman away. No, you do, Donna. Come on.
I told you I can't. I have nothing because I don't know. I don't have any.
I know people, and when I started doing these kind of shows, what people don't realize, I used to do radio years and years and years ago, and during times when Okay, I grew up in Cleveland, Ohio, with people who did radio shows like Mike Payne. Oh my goodness, Confessions, right here in Texas, right here in Houston.
Wash Allen.
Wash Allen. I was in Cleveland, Ohio. Wash Allen was one of the guys that I said, if ever I do, and if I want to do radio, I would practice Wash Allen.
He had a good show.
I was a young kid. I was a young kid at that particular time, and so, me when I was, when me and my wife were kids and everything, we park out on the lake and turn on Wash Allen and listen to him with all the music, and they would have them long songs on. They would play them long songs.
I like the long songs.
Oh, I loved them.
Me too. You have a caller.
Hello, caller. You're live on the air with Ed Montgomery. What's your first name and what's on your mind?
They hung up. Here goes another caller.
Hello, caller. You're on the shift with Dr. Ed Montgomery. What's your first name and what's on your mind?
This is Pat Dinkins. Please
Pat?
tell Donna to stop him. Yes, tell Donna just to stop him. I'm driving and I'm about to have to pull over. He is.
Dr. Ed is on the road today.
Oh my God!
He is on such a roll today. I'm just letting him go ahead and do his thing.
I know, but I'm driving. I'm getting back to school.
I'm just trying to make you laugh today. Just trying to make you laugh today. That's all.
You have another caller.
Hello, caller. You're live on the air with Ed Montgomery. What's your first name and what's on your mind?
My first name is Shelley, and I'm trying to figure out why you have to learn to kiss. Just kiss. Kiss a person.
Because some people evidently don't know how. I've heard women, they complain about he doesn't know how to kiss. He's a good kisser. You hear it on TV all the time. So I think you have to learn, don't you?
Yeah, it's a method to that madness. Yeah.
But if there's somebody you like, you can teach them what you say.
Ah. Well, I think you need to practicing on live fruit versus
Thank you so much.
It's hilarious.
I know, right? Thank you for your call. You have another caller.
Hello, caller. You're live on the air with Ed Montgomery. What's your first name and what's on your mind?
Dr. Ed.
Yes.
Hey, Donna. It's
Hey.
Ezra.
Yes,
Hey,
Ezra.
I was gonna go pick up my prescription at Kroger. They called and said it's ready, but I don't think I'll be able to get in there today with all the police cars blocking the parking lot. How Dr. Ed get folk kicked out of Kroger and they're kissing on fruit. Practicing. I can hear it now. Kicking stuff in the fruit section, manager, please.
That's a good one, Ezra.
Some folks got big lips. They gonna be all over them fresh watermelons and everything. It's Dr. Ed's fault.
Oh, Lord.
You can't kiss on kiwi in Kroger.
No, but the watermelon, man, sometimes watermelon need love too. So.
Well, watermelon is the aphrodisiac. So I'll give that part of the game away today. But don't nobody stomp on them like you used to. Don't go kiss on them today.
Right.
Dr. Ed was just playing with y'all.
Yeah, I'm just playing. Thank you, Ezra.
Yeah, now I got about a Granny Smith green apples already in the bag. I can't just get the one.
You always wash your fruit, though, but always wash your fruit.
Water and baking soda. That's the way to go. But Dr. Ed, I want to touch back on last week. Possum Top did his State of the Union.
Mm-hmm.
And did you notice that the speech was mainly picking folk out of the audience, like you said, that suffered some type of situation, tragedy, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they were all from, we'll just say immigrants.
Okay.
Well, why wasn't there representatives from Ahmaud Arbery's family, other family, where his boys who are born bred Americans, so to speak, did all their dirty work?
Yeah, but it doesn't fit his agenda, so we know that. So.
Yeah. See,
it doesn't fit his agenda.
And Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting on Saturday Night Live to bring Alec Baldwin back to do that speech, but Possum Top he on the tear right now, man.
Well, thank you so much for your comments on the resident in the president in the residence. So thank you so much for your call.
There you go.
Thank you,
and man, I'll go to Kroger Friday.
All right.
After everybody calm down.
All right.
Y'all
Thank you.
take care.
These text messages
What are
are
they telling me?
hilarious. What's up, AC Rick? He said, tell Dr. Ed he's funny for real and tell him to stop. Good afternoon, Dr. Ed Montgomery. Using pieces of fruit is the best kiss, is to use the mirror. Then are the palm of your hands because they go through all the emotions.
The palm of the hand?
Yeah, y'all be knowing some stuff.
Well, you better wash that hand, though.
They be knowing some stuff.
Wash the hand.
though.
Don't shake hands with folk. Make sure you run them hands under that hot water and that soap several different times for a while. If you're going to kiss the palm of your hand, because you never know.
Interesting.
The palm of the hand. I'm trying to think about that. I guess you can make that hand move, I guess, the way you want it to move, I guess.
I'm going to have to figure it out, though.
But that's another level of practice, the palm of the hand.
Yeah, I'm going to have to practice. Yeah.
You got to find somebody that tastes like an orange or somebody that tastes like a strawberry or somebody, Kiwi's all right. It's got seeds in it, though. Doesn't it?
Yeah, kiwi is actually one of my favorite fruits.
Kiwi has a nice taste.
Yes, it does.
Yeah. Seedless grapes.
That too?
Yeah, those are nice. But I like they said peaches. You were right about the peaches. The peaches. And if you can get you a nice sweet plum, I don't know if it's one of those dark plums. The dark plums might be a little sour. It's kind of like right in the middle. It's according to what you kind of plum you catch. Anyway, my time is up. And I'm going to go on back to my space and see what's in my fruit drawer myself. So see what's there. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes you need to laugh in life. Quit taking life so serious. I watch people, all of my life, I've watched people in business, people in Congress, people in church that are so serious about everything. And there are times and moments we must stay serious. We're in a time right now that we are going to have to be vigilant. We're going to have to be people of courage. We're going to be people who stand up against other people. Take that courage and do not let folk get away. You got to push back in these political times and ideological times that we are in. But you know what? I believe it's also time for us to stand up religion-wise, theologically, all of those, and push back and say, you know what? You're not going to push your religion on me. That's going to make a prude out of me and keep me from laughing and enjoying my life. And so I'm walking around in life looking all mean like I have been sucking on lemons. See, no, you don't practice this on lemons. You practice this on sweet fruit. When you practice on sweet fruit, you become sweet fruit. And when you become sweet fruit, you become attractive to others.